I'm primarily a painter and mixed media artist, working on canvas and paper, with some performance art and live installation type work. I think instinctively I've always been drawn to painting, just being able to express myself through the nature of paint and the brush. Mark making, and also being able to explore ideas through those mediums, create a language of my own, and seek to translate that onto canvas or paper. Yeah.
So did you always want to be an artist?
For the HSC, I sort of majored in fine art. Probably it wasn't until my early 20s that I decided that I wanted to go and study visual art.
I think I really love making things look beautiful. I mean, I think most designers kind of come from that. We want to make things look just really amazing. And I do still enjoy that. I think what I really enjoy about this is that it's more complicated. I think if you ask a lot of user experience designers, I'm just going to say UX from now on because it's quicker, you're going to get a bunch of different answers, but essentially it's taking a problem. So it might be like, we need a new landing page on our website to promote something new. And instead of just kind of taking let's make it look pretty, we think about what the users actually need, like what are they coming there to do, how can we help them, and who are those users? So actually doing some research into who the people are that are coming to the site and building it and designing it specifically for their needs.
So many clients and such a good response to our product, it's really allowed us to start to expand. We have a couple of editors now, a couple of drone operators, and yeah, slowly growing. I came back to Newcastle because I saw an opportunity to create my own business. We have been doing a lot of real estate work for real estate agencies in Newcastle, Lake Macquarie and even the Hunter. And it's a really good opportunity for us to show the location of real estate through drone work. You know, we try to diversify where we can, shooting the odd corporate video, TVC here and there, but not really limiting ourselves to real estate.
So I've come from a producer-director background. The space I work in is all about promoting brands online, branded content that has a real message behind it, so creating genuine brand connections with consumers. So right now I work for a company called 90 Seconds. 90 Seconds is the world's cloud video production platform. And what that means is a bit like how Uber is the world's largest transport company and owns no cars. 90 Seconds is the world's largest video production agency, and we don't actually own any camera equipment. We work with a global network of freelancers. Across Australia, we have about 800 creators from towns and cities from one end to the other, and around the world we have about a couple of thousand people that we work with.
Some people find that they're quite playful, or they've got humour about them, which maybe they do, but I find that there's something a bit more kind of conceptual about the pieces, especially the more later stuff that I've done. And people sort of think, oh, you know, they've got these real personalities and characters, which I see that, but I also don't see them as playful. And I find that, I guess, take that challenge that, okay, the media itself is quite difficult, and because it's playful and I'm not actually wanting that playfulness about them, they're not dolls, they're not something that you would play with. So the challenge is to then get something more serious out of this media that maybe is seen more like a craft. Like it's associated with crafting, and I want it to be a conceptual art piece, and I quite like that challenge. And at the moment, the monotone is working for me. It's going more monotone with this sort of, it's one colour fabric, and it's just stitching in one particular colour to get meaning and detail.
Typically, I would just say something really simple like, I make cartoons, and people understand what a cartoon is, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, I think.
So Dan, you've been working on an animated pilot. Can you tell me about how that came about?
Okay, so basically Nickelodeon every year asks for pitches, which is essentially you sell a particular idea to them that could turn into a series. So I decided to pitch for it, and yeah, I got the job. Essentially the pilot is about an Australian girl with her stingray roommate who basically get into a lot of trouble through their shared ineptitude.
Dial up that math-smart stingray brain and solve our rat problem. Okay. The average rat weighs 230 grams. If I swat the edge of this ball at 80 newtons at a 40-degree angle, it will catapult the magic rat safely out the window.
It is a pretty competitive field because, you know, obviously a lot of people want to work with desirable networks like Nickelodeon. I think it's very much achievable.